Yes, it is time to play the King's Gambit. Oh, I'm playing against a 1639 rated player. If pawn to e5, I'll go pawn to f4. Or should I switch to the bishop's opening, bishop c4? Now let me just go pawn to f4, I think. Yep. So pawn to f4, the King's Gambit. Okay, black takes. The idea is to go bishop c4. Yeah, knight to f3 is the main move here, but there's a line that I want to show you guys while we play bishop c4 and then knight c3. Yeah, g5 and queen h4 by black is the main idea. So that's why I'm considering to play bishop c4 first, followed by knight to f3 maybe. So with bishop c4, I'm allowing black to go queen h4 check, because I'll be more than happy to lose my right to castle after queen h4 check and king f1. So queen h4 check, king f1. So the king on f1 is the safest piece on earth right now. The next move is pawn to d4 and knight to f3. I anticipate bishop c5, because that's what everybody plays. Yep, so bishop c5. So black wants to mate me on f2, which doesn't work. I have d4, threatening to take the dark squared bishop. Then after bishop b6, which everyone plays, I'm going to play knight to f3, attacking the queen on h4. So I covered all these stuffs, you guys, in my tutorial video, which has popped up in the card above, which was released, I think 2 days ago. You need to watch that, you guys. So whatever I teach you do actually work in real life, you guys. So bishop b6 now, knight to f3, attacking the queen. The queen should go back. I talked about this. They normally play queen e7, after which the move I recommended is knight c3 and knight d5. After knight c3, they like playing pawn to c6. Yeah, so you see, black is doing exactly what I preached about in my tutorial video. So bishop takes f4 is the way to go. Sorry, knight to f6 is a blunder, because I have pawn to e5 now. And if knight h5, I'll play bishop g5. This is what I covered. So they like playing knight h5, but I have bishop g5. So bishop g5, this is going to be so easy for me. I know what I'm doing. Pawn to f6. I think I never bothered to cover this move because it looks dubious. Should I take? Oh, if e takes f6, black would take back on f6 with his knight. So bishop h4 is the way to go, pinning the f6 pawn to the queen. Okay, g5 now, that's a very dubious move. I think I can just sacrifice my knight on g5, since now I'm attacking the knight on h5. So f takes g, now queen takes h5. That'll be check. Yep. And if king d8, I have bishop takes g5, pinning the queen to the king. Oh, king f8. Now I think I can still take on g5 with my bishop. Yeah, I think bishop takes g5, attacking the queen. And maybe if queen g7, I have bishop h6, pinning the queen to the king. So let's see what black is going to do. I think the game is over. It's just a matter of technique. The move to play here is bishop h6, but do I have a better move apart from that? I'm seeing something like king e2 and rook h f1. That'll be check. Maybe I have some mate somewhere, but let me just be simple. Bishop h6. Just pinning the queen to the king. Oh, rook g8. I think now it is checkmate. Queen f7 checkmate, cause black's queen is pinned to the king on f8. What a beautiful mate, you guys. So if you want to know more about this line, watch the video that is already in the card above, you guys. Don't miss my tutorial videos. I mean well to your souls. And I'm sure my opponent lost because he didn't watch my tutorial video on the King's Gambit. Anyways, let me play another game without wasting much of your time. Oh, now I'm playing somebody rated 1849. Then let me go e4. If e5, I'll still go pawn to f4, the King's Gambit, because That's what I'm demonstrating in today's video. So pawn to f4. So let him take. They always do that. Now what am I going to play this time? Should I play knight f3? Or maybe bishop c4? After knight to f3, I anticipate pawn to g5. I think let me play knight f3 to satisfy your eyeballs, instead of doing the same thing over and over. So pawn to g5. Now bishop c4 is the main move here, allowing pawn to g4. With knight to f3, black doesn't have queen h4 this time. So bishop c4, if pawn to g4, I'll just castle short, sacrificing my knight. Oh, pawn to d6 by black. I didn't see that coming. So what am I going to do? I think let me just develop my queen's knight. Yeah, the plan is to go knight d5, maybe in the near future. Oh, pawn to c6. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I can go pawn to h4 now. I think pawn to h4 looks attractive because if g4, I'll play knight g5. So I think pawn to h4 makes a lot of sense before developing my d-pawn. So if g4, again, I'll go... Oh, now this is very dubious once again. So this guy is an 1849 rated player and he decided to play pawn to f6, forgetting that maybe, just maybe, I can sacrifice my knight on g5. Yep, I think knight takes g5. If pawn takes, yeah, which they have done, now I can go queen h5 check. And I don't know what is going to happen here. I just want to put some pressure. This just looks too good. Yeah, I think there's no immediate way to checkmate black, but this just looks too good for me or for my position. Pawn to d4 next. The idea is to go e5 in the near future and maybe take the pawn on f4, like, yeah, bishop g7 by black. Let me just take the pawn on f4. And the plan is to castle long, basically. So bishop takes f4. I want to castle long. Oh, so bishop takes d4. I think let me just castle long, attacking the dark squared bishop. If bishop takes on c3, I'll take with... Okay, black just took on c3. I think I can now take on d6 with my bishop, right? Not my rook. At least taking with my bishop creates more threats. Okay, now queen takes d6. That's a desperado move. I think even better is queen f7 check. Yep, black's queen is still pinned to the king. Okay, knight e7 invites queen e6 check. And now I'm going to win the free queen with tempo. So king c7, queen takes d6 check. Next, I'm gonna take the dark squared bishop. Yep, so king b6, now b takes c3. Next, I'll go king d2 and rook b1 check. Okay, black plays knight g6 now. What am I going to do? I think king d2. Next, rook b1 is coming. Yeah, bishop g4, a desperado move again. So rook b1 check and queen a3 is going to be checkmate. Yeah, black cannot stop this coming mate with his elbow. Queen a3 checkmate. So you see, you guys, that's why I encourage you to watch my tutorial videos, because I do cover all these things, you guys. And I'm sure if my opponent watched my yesterday's video, he was going to be well prepared in the opening stage, but I could tell that his opening was not okay, which is why I decided to take advantage of his lack of knowledge. Alright, let me do a quick analysis and just show you what I was expecting to see on the board rather than what my opponent played. So the game started with pawn to e4 and e5 was played, then pawn to a4, the king's gambit. Black took and then I played knight to f3. I was expecting black to play g5 and g4, let's say after playing bishop c4. So I was expecting to see g4, after which I was just going to castle short here, because that's what I covered in my tutorial video, completely sacrificing my knight for a quick attack on the king's side. For example, after knight c3 and let's say black takes my pawn on g2, well, I was going to be very happy to sacrifice my second piece. Bishop takes f7, that's check, and after king takes, I was going to take with my rook, like taking on f4 with my rook, because that's check, and obviously black cannot block this check with his elbow or his toes. And if knight f6 for example, I was going to play pawn to e5 since the knight is pinned to the king, and if king e8, I was going to play queen h5 check. I covered this. In fact, there's a very beautiful mate that occurs in this line after king e7 and queen e5 checkmate. Isn't this beautiful, you guys? Just look at this with your own eyeballs. I mean, this is what I talked about in my yesterday's tutorial, which is why you should watch that video, you guys. And I hope you liked this video. If that is true, then don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel if at all you haven't already, because that's how you encourage me to keep on making more wonderful videos just like this one. Be sure to check out my courses at www.casperchess.com and sign up for my free masterclass, after which you're going to receive a free mini course on the right defense. This is all for today, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Once again, see you